Okay, welcome, you guys. So this is our number 5 Zoom, right, Mary? Number 5, or yeah. Okay, number 5. We're getting ready to start week 6, and of our final 6, which I just realized. I guess it's 7 weeks. I don't know how we got off, but it doesn't matter. Week 5 Zoom training. We have a super special superstar. And I don't even know. I'm going to imagine everybody in the American world knows who she is, but I know I'm in the Emerald Seminar. We definitely know who she is. If you don't know this name, this will be like a household name, like Gloria Mayfield Banks' name in Mary Kay. So I'm super excited, though, that I actually even know her, like personally.
Yeah,
I know her. And so can't wait to introduce you. But before we get started with Katie, I wanted to kind of just go over a few housekeeping things, and then we're going to let Mary do the recognition because, you know, she's the recognition queen. And so one of the polls that I put on our Pacesetters page was how to do a Google form, how to do like a pic collage, how to use pic collage, and then also how to use Calendly, because I get asked that all the time, those 3 things specifically. But I thought, you know what, we have this little kind of smaller group within the bigger world of Mary Kay, and I kind of did a poll on there to kind of see if you guys had any interest in a Zoom thing where I can share my screen and walk you through how to do this kind of a thing, because all of the videos, this page is a launched page, so I'm not planning on closing it down. I'm going to let you guys have the access to it, you know, for as long as you want to. And you guys I see a lot of people are chiming in on that. So if you haven't had a chance to chime in on that, feel free to go ahead and do so. And then whatever one is the most popular, want to know how to do, I'll be happy to do a Zoom thing on it. And you guys could, if you watch it live, then you'll be able to ask questions live. Otherwise, you can watch the playback and hope that somebody asks your question. And so there's that. And I realize today is Wednesday. For some reason, because we started this in the middle of the week, it always catches up on me. So now I need to put the next checklist up there, and I apologize for not doing that. But we have so many great wins, and I'm the only one that posted them, but I know that there are a lot of other people out there that did STAR, and the directors that are part of this group, that they have people that are in this group that have done STAR and that kind of thing. And so I really wanted everybody to kind of post their wins, because we just finished the quarter. And so I know we have lots of wins out there. And so I encourage you to post on there anything that's a win, that's going to inspire somebody, because that's what it's there for, is to show people moving up. We have a new DIQ. I wish in my own personal unit, but it's in Nadine Stanley's unit. But locally, she's adopted in with us, and we're super excited about Jessica Valdez, and I'll be doing everything on that. But, you know, the idea is to show each other, to encourage each other, and, you know, inspire each other. So definitely feel free to post your wins on there. All right, Mary, I'm turning it over to you.
all right. Well, I love my title, so thank you. So our number 2 consultant this week was Jessica Valdez, the DIQ that you were just talking about. Way to go, Jessica. That's awesome. And then Vicki is number 1 for the week. So congratulations, Vicki. I know you've been number 1 a few times in there, so way to go, girl. That's awesome. You're rocking it out. So yay, good job.
Yes.
Katie, thank you for doing this.
Oh,
Super
of course.
excited.
Good.
Yeah. So, all right. So, Mary, what are some other wins that they can still have before the end of this year? Before the end of
Definitely finishing up their Princess Court or their Queen's Court, if they're, you know, tracking that. So that's exciting. And of course, the Court of Sharing, finishing that up, whatever they're working towards. So there's lots that can be done in these last 10 days.
That's right. And I know for us, we just had 3 new All-Stars, which, you know, for those of you who might be new, All-Star is when you're a STAR consultant all 4 quarters. And some people have come in and they couldn't be an All-Star because they hadn't been in for 4 quarters or even 3 quarters, but being an All-Star consultant. So I want to encourage everybody to set that be as at least a minimum goal for you for this next year. And guess what? We're already in the new first quarter. So It's kind of weird, these 15 days, because we're in the new first quarter for the next seminar year, but we're still also in the fiscal year of our current seminar year. So it kind of counts double duty. So whatever you do right now is going to count towards your Princess Court, the Court of Sales, but it also is going to count for your STAR for this next year. I probably just confused you, but that's okay. Let's get on to the guest speaker, because that's what we really want to hear. Okay, so I am super excited, you guys. I'm just going to read this straight up because I don't want to butcher anything. I'm going to read it Hopefully she wrote it. Hopefully you wrote this for me to read.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Katy Goldstein, you guys joined Mary Kay on September 1st, 2015. 2015. So not even 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay. Prior to Mary Kay, she was a full-time college student and a worship leader at her church. And within 5 months, on February 1st, Katy had earned her first free car and became a sales director on June 30th, 2016. So I just want to help you do the math. September 1st is when she started in 2015. And then the following year, she earned her first car 5 months later in February of 2016. And she became a director in June 30th of 2016. So basically 9 months. Is that right, Katy? 9 months.
Yeah.
Became a director.
No, 5 months.
5 months. September to June, 5 months?
No, I earned my Cadillac in June.
Oh! Okay, I got it now. Hang on a second, sister, because this is so amazing. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. September 1st, she became a consultant in 2015. February 1st, she earned her first free car and became a director. Mm-hmm. So 5 months later, wrapped up the car and directorship all in one time. Boom. 5 months later, became a director in 2016. And then, so that was February. So then a couple months later, June 30th, she became a Cadillac sales director. So anybody who's local to me, I always talk about this girl that also earned her first Cadillac at the same time I earned my first Cadillac. And I love telling this story because Katy was only in the company 9 months when she earned her very first Cadillac. And I love telling her, everybody too, because I think you were like 25? Yeah. 25. You guys, that is so awesome. And here I am. I've been in the company a long time, 18 years when I earned my first Cadillac. And I love the opposingness of that. You know what I mean? You've been in a long time, you can still earn a Cadillac. Or ran not even a whole year, not even 1 year old, earned a Cadillac. Okay, so but it gets a little better. So then Katy earned her first pink Cadillac June 30th. Then in her first year as a sales director, her first full year as a sales director, she earned her first extended top director trip to Alaska and Vancouver. And so what that means is she did the 800,000 or more trip and earned it to go to Alaska and Vancouver. She achieved Triple Star, means she did the quarter sharing, the quarter recruiting, quarter sharing, quarter sales, and unit club. She was ranked number 5 of the quarter sharing and achieved the, ready for this? The $1 million circle of excellence in her very first year as a sales director, breaking a company record. Ranked number 2 sales director in the entire sales division. And ranked number 5 in the nation. Her first year, you guys, as a sales director. What are you, 26 now or still 25?
7.
Now you are, but when you did this?
26.
Okay. That's, I mean, I'm just like, I'm in awe of you, Katy, because I did just think that's amazing. So she was 26 years old. I want to make sure you guys got this. Number 2 in the Emerald Sales Division unit, director of the unit. And number 5 in the nation. The entire, all of the things, number 5 sales director in the nation her very first year. Her highest sales and commission in 1 month was over $30,000, you guys. Over $30,000. So she's a Mary Kay old lady. She's been around for a really long time, like not even 3 years yet, you guys. And I'm so excited. I know she's got amazing things that she's going to blow your mind. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Katy. You're amazing. And I'll make you spotlight and mute me out. Let's see. Where are you? There you go. All right.
Okay. You can hear me and everything. I'm good?
You're good.
Okay. So I do just want to say, Jamie, your office is so pretty. Like, so pretty. Mine is not pretty. I have like some super cash up here at Old Navy I need to go spend. I think it's expired. But I'm not organized. So if anything tonight, I would love to give you some hope, because you do not have to be like, you can be super organized and detailed, and that's awesome. I am not, and you can still do million and just be like a carnival in your head all the time. That's how I feel. But tonight I want to talk to all of you about recruiting. I want to talk to you about recruiting, and I want to talk to you about maximizing your numbers as far as leads and recruiting goes. So just to give you an idea of what my unit and I did when we did million, because, you know,
let me take a step back. So I want to talk about the recruiting that helped us get to that goal. So when we did Million, we recruited 400 beauty consultants that year to do Million in our first year. 400 new beauty consultants. So when you think about Million, I think sometimes this is something that I think was a preconceived idea for me before we did Million, that $1 million directors, they just sell product. They just sell, and that's all they do because it's $1 million in retail sales, right? But what I didn't realize was how many women you impact when you are $1 million sales director, and the platform that it gives you to really empower women and change their lives. So 400 new beauty consultants last year. And on average, that looked like about, I think it ended up being like 35 to 40 new beauty consultants every single month. And I know most of you who are watching, you're consultants and you're building your team. But the best thing I could encourage you to do as a consultant and then still as a director is to always get your gold medal every single month. And if you don't know what that means, it means that you've recruited 5 people in 1 month. And what's so cool is that the company recognizes that, and that they recognize that, and they put it in the Applause magazine. And now they're actually keeping track of how many gold medals you've achieved in your whole career. So they're typing your name out and putting, Katy, 16 gold medals, Susie Q, 12 gold medals. So they're really honoring women who are sharing the business opportunity. If we do not continue to pass on Mary Kay's legacy, if we do not continue to share the business plan and to share the Mary Kay opportunity, Mary Kay ceases to exist. We're not in retail stores. You cannot buy our product at Sephora or Ulta. So if I stop sharing the business plan, who's going to sell this product, right? So I am very, very, very passionate about recruiting. I think if you were to ask me what's the one thing you're the most passionate about in your business, it's probably recruiting. Now, to recruit as many people as we did last year, you have to do some really big numbers. So as consultants who are wanting to move up, you're in this group because you want to move up, correct? So as consultants who are wanting to move up, I want you to wrap your head around doing 30 faces every single month. 30 faces should be a non-negotiable for you every month. That's a power start. 3 to 5 parties every single week, 5 to 10 interviews. If you want to move up, right? 30 faces, non-negotiable. So again, how do you even get in front of 30 faces? Some of you, maybe you're thinking, well, how do you get the referrals to do that? How do you get the leads to have all these parties? How in the world do you find, 5 new recruits every single month? I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to tell you what me and my unit do. And Jamie, I hope this is okay. I'm going to talk about a closing sheet that we use, that my husband we designed it together. And I will upload this on the Pacesetters page for you guys to utilize if you'd like to. But here's what I was finding. I love the profile card, but I was finding that it overwhelmed some people. A non-detail person like me, it may overwhelm them because they don't know, do I have blotchiness, or, what am I concerned with again? Like, they were just overwhelmed by that. I also didn't think that it had enough room for us to, get referrals. So, I think it gives you space for 15, but what if somebody wants to give me more than 15? I want them to be able to do that. So awesome if you use the profile card. This could also just be used in addition to that, but I need maximum results. So that's why we designed the sheet. And I'm going to just kind of show you the front of it really quick. Hopefully you can see this. So that top part ends up being, and I know it's backwards, but I promise that when I upload it, it won't be. So the top part is really the profile sheet. You're getting their information. You're learning what they would like to change about their skin. And then on the bottom, you've got space for referrals. So I'm going to talk to you about the back too, because the back also has information on it about recruiting. So it's literally like all one sheet. So something, my unit, we were using the profile card, the fabulous game, the millennium sheet. So it was like 3 sheets, and it was too much. And I just thought, man, how great would it be to consolidate all of these things? So to get maximum results, you're going to need a large amount of leads. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I do at my skincare class to get lots of leads. And I could walk away from an appointment, like let's say I've got 5 people at this party. I'm probably walking away with at least 100 names and numbers, if not more. And I use the power booking scripts. You've probably seen those before. If you haven't, you literally Google power booking scripts, and it's going to be the very first thing that comes up. And it's like a 21-day booking kind of challenge, and they work great. But I always show the charcoal mask in my appointments, and while that charcoal mask is on, they have to sit there for 10 to 15 minutes anyway. So while it's on their face, I am saying, okay, so while that mask sits on your face, I'm actually going to ask you to do something for me. So at all of our skincare classes, we ask women to give us names and numbers of girlfriends they think would enjoy a free facial and makeover. Now, here's the deal. Number 1 rule, you cannot prejudge. So just because you have a friend who maybe is too busy, or maybe she doesn't wear makeup, or maybe you just don't think she'd like this, does not mean you should not put her down, because I was probably not put on a sheet like this because I did not wear much makeup before Mary Kay. So don't prejudge. We have a texting rule, calling rule. We're not going to harass your friends and family. We will get in touch with them one time to tell them what they were gifted with. And if they don't respond, we may check in a couple more times just to make sure that they got our message. But then after that, we're going to cross them off the list. So we're not going to bug them. Now, here's what's cool. Every person you put down on this sheet is going to get a $15 gift card to spend on whatever they want when they sit down with me. So you're going to look like a really good friend, even if this is someone you haven't talked to in a while. So go ahead and put her down. And then here's what I'm going to do for you. Now, pause. So this may look different depending on how many people are at this appointment. If you've got 2 or 8, it may look different. If I have a party of usually 3 or more, I have a roll of tickets. And what I do is on this sheet, for every 5 people they put down, they get 1 ticket. And then that ticket goes into a drawing for them to earn some free product. And usually, guys, I just do something simple like a lip gloss or, a satin hands lotion, something small at the end of the party. So now they're motivated to, not just do 5, but maybe do 10 because they're going to get 2 tickets. Now, it even says it on here that if 10 of them are over 21, they'll get 5 bonus tickets. So now you're not just getting 18-year-olds. So for every 5, you're going to get 1 ticket. If you do all 30, you're looking at 6 tickets into that drawing to get some free product. I let them know everyone has to be over 18 and somewhere in the greater St. Louis area, which is where I live. So as long as it's, driving distance. And I just let them go to town, and I tell them, that charcoal mask has to sit on your face for 10 to 15 minutes anyway. So if you don't play, honestly, you're going to be kind of bored. If it's 1 or 2 people, what I do is I do a drawing at the end of the month, like in my office, for a gift card to spend on product. So if they put down 5 names, they're going to get 1 ticket into that drawing to get a gift card. So sometimes my consultants, they were finding that at one-on-ones, people would not give them as many referrals because they're not like playing a game or competing with anyone. So telling them, hey, I'm going to do this drawing at the end of the month. And if you just put 10, 15 names, you're going to get 2 or 3 tickets. If you do all 30, that's 6 tickets. If 10 of them are over 21, that's 5 more tickets into this drawing. So I turn up some music and I let them go to town, and I give them as long as they want. So let's say that, people are filling out the sheet and they put 5 people or 10 people and they're done and they're just kind of sitting there bored. But the other person at the party is still going. You need to let her go as long as she wants, because referrals and leads are our moneymaker, correct? If we do not have leads and referrals, our business stops. And even at a one-on-one and at parties, I share that. I say, this is the way my business is built. If I do not meet new women, my business actually stops. So by you giving me some names and numbers, you're helping my business continue to flourish. So typically I get a pretty good response from that, and I walk away with a lot of leads. So they're filling that out, blah, blah, blah. We're going to keep going with the party. And then I always share marketing at every single skincare class. I always share the business plan with every woman I come in contact with, whether it's a one-on-one, it's a party of 10 people, I'm always sharing the business plan. So typically right before mascara, this is when I'm going to share about follow-up appointments and also about the Mary Kay opportunity. I don't know what everybody's follow-up appointment situation looks like, but I think all of us would agree that we do some kind of follow-up appointment, whether it's like full glamour or more skincare. So I always offer a second appointment, and I tell them, you can have friends with you. Basically, again, now I'm booking a party from a party. But really, at this point, the main thing that I'm talking about is the business plan. So I share quickly about the second appointment, and then I say, literally, y'all, like word for word, I'm going to pretend that we're at a party right now. I say, okay, so I do want to share with you just some facts about the Mary Kay business. I want to tell you, how we make money. I want to share with you about the Mary Kay business opportunity. And even if you're not interested, please keep listening, because you may know someone who would be perfect at what I do. And then you can be a talent scout for me and help me find that next beauty consultant. But Mary Kay did say at every single skincare class, there was at least one new beauty consultant. So somebody in here is going to join my team tonight. When you say that, it loosens them up, and then they're kind of laughing and having fun. And then now it's planting a seed in Susie's head, and she's thinking, well, maybe I could do this. Like maybe this would be a good opportunity for me. So I say it just like that. And then I say, but I'm going to share the facts with you, and then you can decide if this is something you'd ever want to do or not. So to get started in a Mary Kay business, to get your Mary Kay business started, you invest in this $100 starter kit. And I have the kit on the table. I'm picking it up. I'm putting it on my shoulder. I'm walking around with it. I say, you invest in this $100 starter kit. In my opinion, the bag itself is worth $100. Women go to Michael Kors and Coach, and they spend so much money on handbags. So at the end of the day, this bag is worth that much. But the best thing is what comes inside this bag. So when you invest in your $100 starter kit, you're going to get in June, they're getting $450 in full-size product. Normally it's $400, but you say, in this bag, you're actually going to get $450 in full-size product, not the little sample stuff. You're getting like this full-size stuff. And, it's going to come with your black trays and your catalogs and samples. So here's the deal, worst case scenario, you're going to get a really cute bag. And I don't recommend this, but you're going to get a really cute bag and never speak to me again. That's a pretty great worst case scenario. Now, I want to say this to you guys. Do not sell the starter kit. Please don't sell the starter kit. You're going to miss out on sales if you're just selling the starter kit. And that's not what Mary Kay intended. She did not want women buying the starter kit because it's cute or because it comes with a bunch of stuff and never doing anything with it. However, I think sometimes we get in our heads and we don't even tell them that that's their worst case scenario because we're afraid that they are going to be like a bag thief. But your job as a beauty consultant is just to get women to imagine the possibilities. Imagine the possibilities of what could come in this bag. Right now, she doesn't have any concept for a car or an executive income, but we just want her to imagine the possibilities. So I do let them know that is your worst case scenario. That's the worst case scenario. You're going to get stuck with a cute bag and products you can use on your own face. Darn. And then how we make money is very simple. We buy the products half price and then we sell them full price. So, we make 50% of everything that we sell. So Susie, I know you love that charcoal mask. If you want to purchase that from me tonight, you're going to pay me $24. I'm going to order it for $12 and then I'm going to keep $12. How cool is that? And then I usually reference like a high class that I had. So I said, a couple nights ago, I had a $750 class, a $750 party. So what did I walk away with in 2 hours? And then they'll say $325. Yeah. Wait, not $325. Ooh, bad at math. $375? Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah. $375. So, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So that excites them. They can see that it can literally be one charcoal mask, or it can be $750 in sales. I also let them know, that also means that your own skincare and makeup is half price. So even if you could get excited about a great discount and maybe selling to some friends and family, that's okay. There's no quotas in Mary Kay. So you can do as little or as much as you want. You can, work your business really part-time. Maybe you're only interested in making $100 extra a month. Maybe you'd like to make $500 a month. Maybe you'd like to make $2,000 a month. Regardless of where you fall, you're going to sit down with my sales director and create a plan that's perfect for you. And your goal may look very different than my goal, and that's okay. But, Susie, I just want you to imagine the possibilities tonight. And, whether I'm with 2 people or 50 people, I always share that because Mary Kay has changed my life completely. So let me backtrack a little bit. I want to break this down for you guys a little bit more simply. 3 things. You share 3 things when you're sharing the business plan. Most of the time when you're not getting recruits, it's because you're oversharing. You are confusing the heck out of those people. So you say $100 kit, $400 in free product or whatever that comes inside it. Number 2, how we make money, 50% of our sales. Number 3, team up with the director and make a plan that's perfect for you. $100 kit, what comes inside it, that's also on this one. 50% of your sales, team up with the director, make a plan that's perfect for you. That has worked for me for 3 years. And that's the way I teach my consultants to recruit, and they're recruiting on the spot, which is the next thing I want to talk about is recruiting on the spot. So maybe you're sharing the business plan at your appointments, but maybe you're afraid to pull the trigger to get this woman to sign onto your team at the skincare class. But I want to tell you, every single day that a woman does not join your team, the chances of her joining actually go down 20%. Yeah, seriously. So if I have a consultant who comes to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I got my first team member, but she's going to sign up tomorrow, or she's got to think about it and then she's going to sign up tomorrow. She had to ask her husband, she's going to sign up tomorrow. I'm just like in my head, like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it, right? I don't really believe it yet, because I know that she's going to go home and talk to her Aunt Sue. And she's going to ask her grandma what she thinks, and she's going to go online and read something negative about Mary Kay, and she's going to change her mind. That's all there is to it. So I really focus on recruiting on the spot, and I do think that is the best way to do it, and it's so fun too. So let me show you the back of this sheet. So after I share the business plan, I say, okay, so I'm going to have you flip that sheet over. There's some questions about the products that you loved, some questions about your second appointment, and then some questions about your interest in the Mary Kay opportunity. Now, even if you're just a little interested, I want you to go ahead and mark yes, because I will buy you coffee. I will take you out to lunch. I will tell you more about Mary Kay. And I've never said no to free coffee. So you got to make this light and fun, right? But then I also say, however, I do want to tell you, I was a decision maker. I did not go home and think about it. I did not ask my husband what he thought. How often do you go to Target and spend $100 on things you do not need? Correct. So you can be a decision maker tonight and go ahead and get your starter kit ordered. So I've said all of this. Now they're filling this out and I am pumping their mascara wands. And then as they're putting on mascara, I'm collecting these and I'm going over here and I'm looking through them to see the yeses and to see what they were interested in for their second appointment. So essentially, and again, I'll upload this so you can see more of it. I'm trying to get it into the light. So it says, discover what you love. What were your favorite products from today? What do you want to do for your second appointment? It's got the DISC personality test on it, just like the Millennium Sheet does, if you've ever seen that. And then just some questions about their life, like what means the most to you? From everything that you heard today about the Mary Kay opportunity, what was the most appealing? If you had an extra $100, what would you do with it? How would it benefit you? What questions or hesitations do you have? Are you interested in learning more? And that's where you want to get the yes. So now when I go to close these women out, like let's say that she listed all these products that she wants to purchase and blah, 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 but I see a yes. Here's the deal. A target market woman, she's going to buy products from you and she's going to join your team, right? She's going to do both. But ultimately, we do have to sell and recruit. I don't want you to hear this the wrong way, but my greatest passion is to share this business plan, is to share this opportunity. And I know that the business is built on that. You cannot sell your way to the top. You have to share the plan. Small teams do small things. Big teams do big things. So I knew that I had to have a big team to do $1 million in my first year. So recruiting is so important to me. And if nothing else, I want to pass this opportunity along to other women. So guys, you got to have like that passion in your heart and your spirit for the Mary Kay opportunity. When you know without a shadow of a doubt that this is the best opportunity for women out there, period, you can't help but like want everyone to sign up. Like when you're that passionate about this, you don't care if you sell a CC cream or not. Like you want her to just, I want you to join my team, please. I want you to join my team. I want you to be able to do this with me. I want you to be able to put your college kid through college. I want you to be able to pay for that dream wedding. Like I'm so passionate about recruiting. So when she says yes, I go to close her out. Here are the questions I ask when I close women out, okay? And I do recommend doing a personal closeout if possible. I know sometimes kitchens and living rooms don't like the space isn't always good for that, but try to like get her by herself. Here's the questions you're going to ask. Did you have fun? That should be our first priority. Did you have fun? Number 2, what did you pick for your second appointment? So regardless of if she's purchasing product or joining, like you're getting another appointment booked with her. So you're getting a booking from your booking. And then number 3, what was your favorite part? Now listen, I said part, not product, because I don't want to limit her to just products. I say, what was your favorite part? Because she may say, well, I loved hearing your story. Like I had no clue that you guys made 50% of your sales. Like you've done so much in such a short amount of time. Oh my gosh, like I had no clue that any of that was possible. That's a hint that she's interested in the business plan. And especially if she marked a yes. You know, the ones who are interested, they'll probably be asking you even throughout the class about Mary Kay. So you kind of already have an idea of who that sparkler is. But when I go to close her, she may say, well, I loved the primer and I thought the satin hands was amazing and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say, that's nice. I noticed you marked a yes. Can we talk about that? I noticed that you're interested in the Mary Kay opportunity. Let's talk about that. What questions do you have? That's the key phrase, guys. Let's talk about that. What questions do you have? Well, I'm not, I don't really know if I'd have time. I work full time. I also work part-time at a winery just to bring in some extra income. And you have to remember, every objection is her why. When she gives you an objection, that's actually the reason why she should do this. So something that Kim Walker talked to us about whenever she was in town that I keep going back to is that if a woman says, well, I just don't know if I'd have time. Well, if you did have time, would this be something you would want to do? So you kind of flip her question over on its head, right? Maybe she doesn't have time. You say, well, Susie, wouldn't you like to have time? So you're flipping the question over on its head, but you're also turning that objection into her why. Do you enjoy working, 8 hours on your feet at that winery just to make, an hourly wage? I mean, you could do Mary Kay and make just that, way more in 2 hours. Maybe she says she doesn't know enough people. I always bring her back to the referral sheet if she says she doesn't know enough people. She's like, well, I just don't know who I'd sell to. Girl, you just gave me 30 names and numbers. You think I'm going to sell to these people, but you can't? Are you kidding me? So you got to let her know, like, you sell to these people. And then she knows a person who knows a person who knows a person who knows a person. So you'll never run out of people to sell to. Well, I'm not a makeup person. Well, I wasn't either. I thought primer was something you put on your walls. You should be a pro at overcoming every single objection. There's never going to be objection that I'm going to hear. There's never going to be one that I'll hear that I'll say, yeah, you probably shouldn't do Mary Kay. Like, you want to have that much confidence in this business that there would never be something someone would tell you that you're like, no, you probably shouldn't do this. And that comes with time, but have confidence in Mary Kay. It is perfect for everyone, whether they work at part-time, full-time, on the side. Have confidence. Now, I'm almost done, Jamie, but eventually you're going to overcome every single objection, right? So you say, do you have any more questions? And she's like, no, not really. And this is where it gets tricky, because most of you are not willing to ask the question, like the most important question. So you're sitting there, you say, so do you have any more questions, Sue? No, I think you answered pretty much everything. All right. And then you just kind of sit there awkwardly. And then you say, well, let me know if you're interested in doing Mary Kay. You lost her because you didn't ask the question. The question is, well, Susie, is there any reason why we can't go ahead and get your kit ordered right now? Is there any reason why we can't go ahead and get your starter kit ordered? So I'm not making this a blood and guts decision. It is $100 decision. That's it. It's not blood and guts. It's just makeup. And sometimes I even say that to them. But you have to pull the trigger. this is what's so funny is so many women, they actually don't know that it's as simple as pulling it up on their phone and literally like filling out the agreement. Some people literally think that they have to apply to work for Mary Kay. They think that they have to have cash or a checkbook when really all we need is their debit card. So if you're not presenting the opportunity that they can join on the spot, oftentimes, guys, like it's just because they don't know that they can. Some people want to join on the spot. One more story and then I'll be done. My cousin recruited me, like Jamie said. Actually, I don't know if you said this. No, you didn't. I don't know who I was talking to. We were talking about my cousin recruiting me and then she went MIA. She could have made a lot of money on me. Yeah, a lot. But my cousin was in DIQ. Okay, so DIQ, my party that I hosted for her was on August 31st. I guess there's 31 days in August, I think. Yeah. So she was in DIQ in August. Party was on August 31st, the last day of the month. Now she's more of an SC personality. So if you don't know about the DISC personalities, they're on here, but you should definitely like learn about those because it'll help you so much in recruiting and selling. But she's more of an SC. I'm a DI off the chain. And she insisted on meeting me for lunch the next day. Okay, it's August 31st. You are in DIQ. You have your super like driven, sharp, like excited cousin who wants to sign up, but you insisted on meeting her for lunch the next day. Okay, so it gets better. So we meet for lunch the next day. And she wouldn't even sign me up at the restaurant. She insisted on sending me the email agreement. So even better, I'm in class. Guys, I should be paying attention, but I'm in class and I'm texting her saying, hey, don't forget to send me that email. Like I wanted to do it. I was so ready to sign up. Oh my gosh. And what I learned later from my director, she said, if Lauren would have recruited you that night, because I did an 1800, if Lauren would have recruited you that night, she would have stayed in DIQ. But because she didn't, she fell out. So if there's one lesson to learn, guys, you have to have a sense of urgency with recruiting, because there have been many women that I have not recruited on the spot and then they changed their mind. I lost them. The biggest, the question you have to ask yourself is, if somebody else recruited her, how mad would I be? If somebody else recruited my cousin, my sister, my best friend, would I be upset? You know, am I being selfish and scared? I'm not sharing the business opportunity with her because I have insecurities. Don't project your fear onto these people when they are ready to start. Like, if you're afraid and nervous, but maybe she's like, please, like, I need this opportunity, sign me up. But you're afraid to ask, you're losing people. So again, just to sum all that up, you have to ask the question, can we go ahead and get your kit ordered tonight? If she still says, well, I need to think about it, you don't want to like chop her head off and be mean, but you want to say, okay, Susie, let's talk about it this way. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you be? You know, 1 being, I would never do Mary Kay, 10 being, I'm ready to start right now. Where would you be? Well, probably at a 6 or a 7. Okay, well, what would it take to get you to a 10? Oh, I don't know. I mean, blah, blah, blah. Girl, let's just get this started. Come on, let's do it. Like, and you're smiling when you're saying this and you're excited and you're not saying, would you like to join my team? You're saying, let's do it. Like, come on, join my team. Like, let's just do this. Let's do this. It's not her. It's like, we're doing this together. Let's just do this. Girl, join my team. Come on, we're going to have so much fun. Like, we're going to make money. And you're excited and she's excited. And before you know it, she's joining your team and you're a flippin' red jacket, you know? So, that's all I have. Jamie, thanks for having me.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I know Mary's wanting to talk. I'm going to unmute everybody now. So, oh my word. Girl, so good. I took a million notes.
Me too. Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, so just really quick, you guys, because you know this is June, and she is. Well, we didn't even say. You didn't even say it. I was going to tell everybody that you just announced that she's already finished the Circle of Excellence, the trip to Argentina, to Buenos Aires. But you're now finishing up the extended trip, which is so exciting.
Yep.
So kudos to you. But I just want to open the floor up. This is the time if anybody wants to affirm. Katie, maybe you got something from this that was really spoke to you or whatever. Anybody want to share anything?
Katie, I loved what you said about just sharing the 3 things. And it's absolutely true. We always, not always, but oftentimes we say way too much and give them way too much information. And it is overwhelming. And we talk them into it and talk them right back out of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And overwhelming them and confusing them. And so I love that you just simplified it. It makes it so simple. And I can't wait to get that sheet.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Because it is. There's like 3 different sheets that we're giving them. And it's like another piece of paper.
Yes.
That they feel like they have to fill out. And oh my gosh, you know.
Yeah, they might have just gotten off from their 9 to 5 and they're like, paperwork? Like,
yeah.
But it's fun. It's easy. Yeah.
I love that. I'm so excited. So thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I love that little small teams do small things, big teams do big things. And this is applicable to wherever you're at. You could be a brand new consultant building a team. The bigger your team is, the bigger you do, right? The bigger things you do. Or director, the bigger your unit is, the bigger you do it. Or as a national, the more offspring directors you have, the bigger you are. And I just think it's fantastic. Oh, I love it. Mary and I were just talking about the order and the closing and the marketing and the whole 9. We were sitting there thinking, there's got to be an easier way. There's got to be a more smooth, weren't we? We were just having that conversation. So does any of the consultants or any of the other directors that are on, if they want to share anything, raise a hand or something if you want to. I don't know. Well, Katie, I know it's June, and I know you got lots to do, and I can't thank you enough. I've got this recorded. I will upload the recording, and you are amazing.
Thank
you.
Happy.
Can't wait to see you at seminar.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Katie. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.